Well, as a hard-pressed business traveller, carrying a few extra pounds probably won't lose you your job, but it could slow you down. Catching planes and trains, attending meetings, eating late and ordering room service can all take their toll on your waistline. So, as the credit crunch shrinks business travel budgets, here at Fast Track we decided to help two high-flying business travellers to tighten their belts by losing weight. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Ranjan Singh. I'm the CEO of isango.com, which is an online tours and activities company. I'm here in Paris today on a fairly packed business agenda and leaving for London for a party tonight, which doesn't leave me with a lot of time for a healthy lifestyle. I'm struggling to fit in any sort of form of exercise into my day, especially when I'm traveling. I do not have choice for a lot of healthy food.
I'm going to have some good French lunch.
What I'm eating now is beef fillet. I feel it's not really healthy. Somewhere I'm feeling that, the tire is becoming fatter and fatter here.
My name is Daniela Wagner. I'm the chief executive of a company called eWaterways, which is an online website which aggregates niche cruise product. We're here in Cannes at the International Luxury Travel Market, which is an annual event, and obviously a lot of what we do in the travel business is about entertaining. The biggest challenge when you're traveling is that in a show like this, for example, really we are committed from 9 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening. Then you're almost always going to 2 or 3 different receptions or parties, and sometimes a dinner squeezed in between as well. Last night, for example, we were in this fantastic little French brasserie, and of course, the option would have been to order a salad with the dressing on the side, but in fact what we did was order foie gras followed by a wonderful risotto dish with octopus.
Well, Daniela and Ranjan are joining me now. Welcome to the programme. Now, we saw some hot eating going on there. Do you find that it's difficult to find healthy options when it comes to eating, or is it that you just don't have the time to think about what you're eating because you're so rushed?
I think it's a combination when you're traveling, really. I mean, when you're traveling, you have a packed schedule. You don't get those kind of mid-meal snacks which you normally do when you're in your office, and you can plan it better. So by the time you get to your next food, you are typically very hungry, and I'm famishing most of the time. So you tend to jump at whatever the next option available to you is. That's one. Two, you don't, know many healthy eating joints, if you will, because it's a new place.
Daniela, would you agree?
I would agree totally, and I think one of the important points there is that there's so much on choice and so much so many options that you have, and wonderful restaurants in lots of parts of the world.
Okay, guys, crunch question: how much do you weigh, and how much would you like to lose?
Well, I don't like to say it publicly, but I weigh 86.5 kilos at the moment, which is probably heavier than I've been for many years. What I'd like to do is to get down to 75 kilos, so I'd like to lose 11 kilos altogether.
My goal is to lose 10 kilos, get down to 72 kilos of weight so that I can fit into some of the clothes I've nicely preserved from that era, and also get back on my bike and start feeling fit and fine again.
A great goal, admirable goal. Well, over the next few months we'll be following Ranjan and Daniela in their attempts to lose weight and become fit to fly, culminating in a weigh-in at the business travel market in London in June. But now time to meet the man who will be helping you achieve your goals. Let's meet your trainer. Mark Bailey is a qualified fitness coach and psychotherapist who's helped many people overcome weight problems. As the trainer on the TV series Biggest Loser UK, he helped people shed as much as 10 stone in 6 months. So he knows what works and, perhaps more importantly, how to keep the weight off.
The physical burden of being overweight is actually vastly underestimated. Let's say someone wants to lose 2 stone. That's a lot of weight. It's 28 pounds, it's 13 kilos, or the equivalent of a medium-sized plasma TV, half a dog, or a car tyre. You carry around those all the time and you'll know about it. So when people are climbing upstairs or running for an aircraft to a gate at the end of the airport, not having that extra burden makes a huge difference to the quality of their life. My key is keeping things simple and flexible, and that allows both Ranjan and Daniela to adapt them and incorporate them into their lives, and it becomes their own way of doing things.
What do you think, guys? Are you up for the challenge?
Absolutely, sounds very exciting.
Looking forward to it, can't wait.
Excellent, well thank you very much. Now stay with us here on Fast Track, because coming up after the break we'll catch up with Mark, Ranjan and Daniela as they set out on their challenge to become fit to fly. Welcome back to Fast Track with me, Thalia Pellegrini. Now, just before the break, we met Ranjan and Daniela, who are determined to cut back on those long executive lunches and get fit to fly this year. So let's see how they get on with our very own mind and body coach, Mark Bailey.
I think they'll be quite surprised because they probably expect me to put them straight into the gym, and that's not what I'm going to do. A lot of people miss those natural signals for hunger and then almost feel guilty when they do get hungry, and that's what a lot of diets encourage you to do. Whereas my approach is very different to that. It's whenever you're genuinely hungry, that's actually when you should be eating nutritious food slowly. My question for you is, do you eat more when you're stressed?
Yes, I eat more when I get stressed, and I then tend to also try and find foods that, like chocolate croissants or something like that, which is not normally within my food plan. I wouldn't normally have a chocolate croissant.
So why do you then eat those?
Because I'm tired, I'm slightly unhappy or stressed or feel under pressure, and then I feel that that will give me the energy that I need to cope with what's happening.
I've seen this distinct pattern that when I'm stressed or unhappy or any such feeling, I tend to eat unhealthy because my overarching feeling at that time couldn't care less about what I'm eating. I have bigger problems.
Well, the truth is not all foods are created equally. You know, a muffin, how many calories do you reckon a muffin that you see at an airport will have in it? Here are some typical foods you get served on a flight. An innocent-looking muffin is a whopping 500 to 600 calories. That's the same as about 5 oranges. A ham and cheese sandwich is about 450. A salad without any dressing, 100 calories, but add the vinaigrette and it rockets up to 400. The healthy-sounding muesli bar is, I'm afraid, a devil in disguise. Held together with sugar and fat, it's the same as a muffin, 500 calories. If you like the pretzels, they are an easier-to-burn 150. However, they have about as much nutritional value as the tray you're eating them off. Now, as business travellers, obviously you're away from your families quite a bit. I would have thought that carries some stress with it too.
That is one part of it. The other part of it is being away from your family and from your natural kind of surrounding. You do not have access to things which make for a healthy lifestyle.
What do you do on an evening on a business trip? You normally go out for a meal. That becomes the focal point of the evening. So you spend the entire evening in a restaurant having drinks before dinner, during dinner, after dinner, or whatever, which is not necessarily the way that you would live at home, where you have a family meal. It forms a small part of your evening activity, and then there are other things that you would do in the course of that evening.
Eating actually needs to be an activity on its own. So what I'd encourage you to do is ring fence at least 10 or 15 minutes around a mealtime where you do nothing but eat. No emails, no BlackBerry, none of that stuff going on. You just allow yourself to enjoy the food properly, and always separate stress from eating. So whenever you have that stress in your life, don't eat. Do it 20 minutes later. When you do that, I promise you'll notice you eat a lot less calories. They've done research where they've shown people will eat 30% less when they're not thinking and when they're not stressed. Well, this is the secret weapon when you want to lose weight. It's my present to you. Have a look at what's inside. And this is my challenge to you over the next month. Every day, this is what you absolutely must have with you, and it must be full at the beginning of the day and must be empty by the end of the day. There's just some raw vegetables and raw fruit, all of which are really nutritious. They're very high in vitamins, and in each of those packs I would estimate there's no more than 130 calories.
In the whole thing?
In the whole thing.
Including the nuts?
Including the nuts. 130, 150 calories, that's probably the maximum you'll have. But that will keep you going throughout the day. So let's say it gets to 11 o'clock and you're in the airport, there's nothing else but muffins and coffee. Have one of those. Your sugar levels will stay very stable, your vitamin levels, your nutrition is high, and you will get more energy. And it will make a massive difference. So I want to see that you've been doing that. And then next month we'll hit the gym.
Welcome back to Fast Track with me, Rajan Datta. Now, if you're watching the show at the beginning of January, you might remember this.
Ranjan Singh and Daniela Wagner are our two high-flying business execs whose jet-set lifestyles have taken a toll on their waistlines. With the help of our mind and body coach Mark Bailey, they've accepted our challenge to become fit to fly. And their challenge will culminate with a weigh-in at the business travel market in London in June. So let's find out how they've been getting on.
Thanks, Rajan. My aim in this series is to show that by making some simple changes to your lifestyle, any business traveller can easily lose weight and also have more energy on the go. Well, last month I challenged Ranjan and Daniela to make some simple changes to their eating habits, and they both found time in their busy diaries to meet me today so we can find out how they've been getting on, and I think they should be arriving any moment now. It's great to see you both. You in good spirits?
Yep, good to see you too, Mark. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. And why don't we have a look at your video diaries first and see how you've both been getting on?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is a big confession. I haven't been up to date or disciplined about the food that I eat and the lunch box. I haven't seen the lunch box for the last 3 or 4 days.
What are you actually not meant to be eating though?
Anything that's very fattening.
Chocolate. Look at everything that Mummy ate. That's like quarter of a cheese gone then. How about your nice little creamy dessert?
Yeah, but how small is that after the salad? I think I'm being a very good person, actually.
Well,
I think it's okay.
Okay, so to the chase, how's your salad box?
It got...
When did you last use it?
This morning. I mean, I went back on this morning. So there was a period of about 8-9 days that I didn't use it.
Now is the time to get straight back into it because it's such a powerful tool for you to use. So the supermarket's over there. So once we're done, that's where you can go. Okay. And Daniela, you obviously met up with your daughter, which is lovely.
Yeah.
I've seen clips of you nipping into you're delving into some dessert. Is that been the exception or the rule?
Oh no, it's been the exception, I'm happy to say. I would say, actually, when I'm here in England, everything goes very well. Salad box all day long, 1 glass of wine a day, really doing well. But there have been a couple of lapses when I've been travelling. But what I've been trying to do is stick to the 80-20 rule, be good 80% of the time, really good, and then 20% I'll give myself a break, like when I got together with my daughter.
I'm afraid there's no time for a break for either of you today because the purpose of today is exercise, because that is a fundamental part of weight loss. But the good news is you don't need any treadmills, and the reason I brought you here is to show you that you can land anywhere in the world and there's always a time and a place to exercise. Ready?
Okay.
All right.
The first thing that we need to do is get airborne with your bodies. The more you move your bodies around, the more fat you burn, the more muscle that you tone, okay? So this is the first exercise, really easy. Yeah. You can step here, Ranjan, and all we're going to do is what are known as star jumps. Yeah. Dead easy, and all you do is that. This is something that you can do in your hotel room, you can do it anywhere in the world. So that's a great warm-up exercise. If you both step over there, and I'll show you another exercise you can do. I've given you both briefcases, and this is a fantastic exercise for your posture, for any back problems, for toning your legs, and also for strengthening your core muscles. And this is known as a Russian squat. You push your bottom back and make sure that your knees don't go in front of your toes. Keep your tummy tight and keep breathing properly as you do it. So breathing in and out. In. If you've come off a long flight, this is very good at getting your body aligned again. Excellent work. Right, and now this is another great exercise, and this is a lunge, okay? All you're going to do is go down like this, swap, go down, swap, go down. Okay, and this is, again, a whole body exercise. You get a load of bang for your buck with this because you're burning more calories, you're strengthening a lot of muscles.